me great pleasure to present the annual report for the Camberwell Camera Club for 2016. There is a perception that social clubs such as camera, book and gardening clubs tend to become boring over time with repetitive activities and lack of innovations. If that is true, then our club is certainly an exception to the rule. 2016 was yet again a year of innovation, learning, and above all, fun. The quality of the photographic skills of our club keep improving, and this was exemplified by the holders of the club's trophies for the year. We congratulate all of the winners. The 2015 winner of the Print Aggregate Donald M. Inchley Memorial Trophy A Division was Jim Love, and the winner of the B Division was Wal Close. The winner of the DPI Aggregate A Edmund Stevens Memorial Trophy A Division was Ken Spence, and the winner of the B Division was Ian Spence. The winner of the Wilfred Broadford Memorial Trophy for the Best Colour Projected Image was Don Weston for Heading Home. The winner of the Gordon Hankin Memorial Trophy for the Best Colour Print was Barney Meyer for Enna Sunset. The winner of the George Rosedale Memorial Trophy for the Best Architectural Print was Mark Lawrence for Air Bridge. The winner of the Viola Boyce Memorial Trophy for the Best Landscape Colour Projected Image was David Bignell for A Perilous Journey. The winner of the Neil and Viv Bennett Perpetual Trophy for the Best Seascape, Landscape, Cloudscape Coloured Print was Ken Spence for Deep in the Forest. The winner of the George Thomas Memorial Trophy for the Best Monochrome Print was Donna Colleen for Wet Hair. And the winner of the Barbara Simmons Memorial Trophy for the Best B-Grade Print was Donna Colleen for Inoki Grill. And the winner of the Edith Conway Memorial Trophy for the Best Projected Image of a Person or Persons was Barney Meyer for Light and Shadow. 2016 kicked off in January with Jim Love giving us an insight into his passion for photography and his quest for knowledge and improvement. He showed us images of places he had visited and gave us tips on the do's and don'ts of photographing in freezing weather and from aircraft. One of the many highlights of the year was the standard of images submitted by our members in the monthly competitions. Many of the judges commented on this, and the continued improvement in our club's photographic skills is obvious to all. We thank our competition stewards, Sue Welch, Pierre Vito, Graham Shaw, Ralph May, and Vicky Hyduke for the tremendous work they have done to keep our competitions running smoothly. We continued the Members' Choice Award this year after the trial period in 2015. We thank Sue Welch, Pierre Vito, Evan Thomas and Jim Love for facilitating this and for the extra work this entails. We congratulate all the winners of the Members' Choice and of course the Image of the Month Awards chosen by our visiting judges. In February we had our first competition of the year. The topic was nature and was judged by Tom Putt. Tom was one of the excellent judges and presenters we were fortunate to have in our club during the year. Our thanks for organizing these professional presenters go to the Program Planning Subcommittee comprising Ken Spence, Fiona Anderson, Bert Hovling, Jill Edwards, Anna Yaniak and Jim Love. We also thank Fiona for the important task of following up on the speakers once they have agreed to participate. The first of our monthly workshop nights was held in February with the winners of the 2015 Trophy Awards giving us an insight into how they produced their excellent images. The workshop nights were again popular with our members and we thank Donna Colleen for organizing these nights and for the many members that participated in sharing their knowledge and skills with the rest of us. Our portrait group was also active during February with a trip to the zoo, for which we thank Anna Yaniak. In March, Mark Gaylor gave us a presentation of Lightroom processing tips and judged our March Melbourne Moments competition. Also in March, some of us enjoyed another of those fabulous weekends away, organised by Ian Spence. Thanks to him, we were able to enjoy the Mansfield area with many photo, wine and fun opportunities, and the ability to share knowledge with other members. Thanks, Ian. We also viewed the images and listened to the judges' comments on the entries to the Two Hemisphere competition, in which we compete against the Leighton Buzzard Club in the UK. Unfortunately, we were beaten narrowly this year. Thanks go to Peter Brady for organising this competition for us. In March, we again entered the Glennie Nature Salon International Competition, in which Jim Love earned a merit and an acceptance, and Anna Yaniak achieved an acceptance. Thank you, Diana and Walt Close, for organising the selection and entry processes for this competition. In April, we had the opportunity to see a demonstration by Trevor Foon of tintype image processing. This was an eye-opening experience for the largely lost art of chemical processing, and it was also an eye-watering experience caused by those same chemicals. Trevor also judged our work in the monochrome competition of the month. Anna Yaniak organised Jeff Savas from Protog Photographic Supplies in Mitcham to demonstrate a number of studio lights at our April workshop. This inspired the committee to approve the purchase of studio lights for use at future workshops and portrait shoots. Thanks to Anna for selecting and purchasing the lights on our behalf. At the APS Autumn Audiovisual National Exhibition, Bob Thomas was runner-up to the overall first place, and Ruth Goldwasser achieved a second place and an acceptance for 2 sequences in the music, poetry and song section, and a first in the theme section. Congratulations to Ruth and Bob. In May, we were treated to one of our significant and entertaining evenings with Craig Wetchen as our judge for the monthly portraiture competition. Jim Love persuaded Craig to return to our club again in August to give us a workshop on flash photography. In early June, the VAPS annual convention was held in Albury, at which Walt Close achieved a first place in the 3-2-1 section of the audiovisual inter-club competition. Congratulations to Wal for his outstanding Alcatraz AV. Our club also did well in the print and digital images section of the inter-club. Wal and Diana Close were the conveners of the selection of the club's entries to the VAPS inter-club print and digital images competition and organised the submissions of our entries to VAPS. Thank you again, Wal and Diana. Lorraine Holden, a member of our club since 1994, was awarded a service award at that convention for her outstanding service to our club and to VAPS. Our inter-club competition with Essendon, Williamstown and Knox Photographic Societies was held in June. Our club won the projected image section, but Williamstown was overall winner this year. David Bignell was runner-up in the projected images section for his intriguing wingspan image. July was once again one of our busiest months. Darren Kapp judged our still life monthly competition and gave us a fascinating insight into his work as a professional advertising photographer. We also held our second annual feature presentation at the Hawthorn Town Hall with John Gollings AM as the presenter. We hosted over 200 members and guests at the function and were treated to an outstanding presentation of John Gollings' photography over the years and from the many places in which he had worked. This event was made possible by a grant from the Burundara Council. We thank the Council for this support and Ken Spence, Wolf Marks, Donna Colleen and Pierre Vito for the organisation and promotion of the event. Our annual, highly successful Camberwell Junction exhibition was held throughout the month of July. Our appreciation for the enormous amount of work this entails goes to Donna Colleen and her team comprising Angela Booth, Jenny Marie Marshall, Ian Spence, Craig Morgan, Phil Hankin, Anne Matthews, Pierre Vito, Mark Lawrence, Fiona Anderson, and Brian Sheldon. The team were also responsible for the exhibition of the prints at the City Library. Thanks also to Craig Morgan for producing a stunning catalogue of the images that formed the exhibition. In conjunction with the Camberwell Junction exhibition, the club again set up a stand at the Camberwell Market to offer portrait shoots to the public. Thanks to Anna Yaniak and Donna's team for organising and participating in this community outreach event. We also participated in 2 inter-club competitions in July, at the Knox Photographic Society and for the first time at Waverley Camera Club. At the Waverley Inter-Club we achieved first place against Waverley, Eastern Suburbs and Maroondah clubs. Ken Spence, Barney Meyer, Jim Love, Mark Lawrence and Tom Robbins achieved excellent individual results. At the Knox Inter-Club, Ken Spence, Fiona Anderson, Anne Matthews and Tom Robbins achieved excellent individual results in a field of 140 entries. The organisation of the selection and entry processes for both interclubs were handled by Wal and Diana Close. Thank you again, Wal and Diana. In August, we held our second 1 month's notice competition with a challenging topic of fine lines, suggested and judged by Ewan Bell. Ewan also gave an excellent presentation on creativity in photography, with examples of his work mainly from Nepal. Our club patron, Bill Backman, led a workshop in August on photojournalism, which prepared us for the monthly competition topic in October. We also held our first of our pop-up slide nights, at which 3 members show a selection of their recent trip or activity photographs. Ken Spence, Jim Love and Jill Edwards were the first to show us their work from South America, New Zealand and India. These nights were well attended, and members commented on how they appreciate viewing more images than just on competition nights of their fellow members and the ability to discuss techniques. In early September, another outstanding presentation by Canadian photographer David Duchemin was organised at short notice by Ken Spence. This was another thought-provoking insight into creative photography, which has had the effect of changing the photographic styles of some of our members. Our judge and guest speaker for our September low-key competition was Steve Scalone. His talk on travel photography was inspirational and will no doubt affect how we approach our photography on our future travels. It was Wolfmark's Ian Spence and Robin Crocker's turn for the slide night in September, in which Wolf showed us his attempts at minimalist approach to travel photography. Ian showed some of his images from a recent trip to the UK and Italy and the Monopoly Board of London. Robin showed an audiovisual which combined still and video to show off the beauty of his visit to the UK. September saw the start of the Beyond Point and Shoot course, which this year was again well attended, with 12 people enrolled. Our appreciation for the organisation of the course goes to Dwayne Harris, Mark Lawrence and Graz Tinney. Our thanks also to the presenters of the various sections of the course, being Ian Spence, Phil Hankin, Wolf Marks, Jim Love, Ken Spence, Donna Colleen, Anna Yaniak and Brian Sheldon, and the many assistants including Phil Hankin, John Gondek, Anne Matthews and Mark Lawrence. In October, our competition topic was photojournalism, and we were fortunate to have Herald Sun photographer Tim Carafa to judge our entries and to give us an insight into the life and work of a professional photojournalist. Our third slide night was held in October, and the members to show off their work were Anne Matthews, Jeff Ince and Peter Smythe. In November, Anna Yaniak again led the portrait group in a community service photo shoot at the Linden Aged Care Facility. Thanks to Anna, Jim Love, Fiona Anderson, Wolf Marks, Donna Colleen, Anne Matthews and Ian Spence for participating in this event. In November, our workshop night focused on photographic studies, both formal and online. Jim Love discussed his experience in studying at the Photographic Studies College. Donna Colleen and Ian Spence described their studies at the Melbourne Polytechnic in Paran, while Mark Lawrence gave examples of online courses and resources. Thanks to Jim, Donna, Ian and Mark for providing very useful information for those of us that wish to advance our photographic skills through external studies. In November, some of us enjoyed the second weekend away for the year. This time Ian Spence organised the time in South Gippsland, using Ken and Kathy Spence's place in Cardello as the base to explore the area. Thanks to Ian for organising another terrific weekend, and Ken and Kathy for letting us stay at their beautiful South Gippsland home. The last slide night for 2016 was held in November. It was the turn of Walt Close, Craig Morgan and Jose Abalo to show images of their adventures in Japan, the Camino de Santiago and New Zealand. Our club would not be one of the largest camera clubs in Victoria if it were not for the many members who provide their time and energy in making our activities so enjoyable and educational. Thanks go to Peter Brady, who organises the midweek outings at which members have this year been to such diverse places as the Burnley Gardens, the rooftop of the old police station in St Kilda Road, and Ballarat. Phil Hankin for producing Shutterbugs each month, and for Fiona Anderson and Sue Welch to help out with the production and fill in for Phil when he is away. Don Weston for his continued organisation of the digital group meeting, and Wolf Marks for his convening of the audiovisual group. Barney Meyer, Evan Thomas, Mark Hassett and Wolf Marks for keeping our website up to date. Anna Yaniak for running the portrait group and providing expertise in the community photo shoot at Linden Aged Care and the Camberwell Market. Diana Close and Anne Matthews for providing the tea and coffee and sustenance at our meetings, and Anna Yaniak for coordination of this invaluable service. David Bignell, Peter Smythe, Barney Meyer and Ralph May for the task of projecting our images. Special thanks to Barney for organising the new projector and his ongoing in-depth technical assistance. Pierre Vito for producing those fabulous graphic designs for our calendar and handouts to advertise our events. Pierre Vito also for relaunching and modernising our name tags and for branding our handouts and documents with such professionalism. Phil Hankin and Don Weston for taking care of the club's equipment and keeping track of where it all is. Craig Morgan for working throughout the year on the production of a book showcasing our monthly competition award-winning images. Wolf Marks for producing the weekly email MailChimp communication with members. Peter Mingelli for implementing the Mentor program. Thanks also to the Committee of Management of the club. Thanks to Don Weston for looking after our funds as treasurer and organising the bookings of our meeting venue and keeping the membership list up to date. Wolf Marks for taking care of the secretarial side of the club, and our president, Ken Smith, for his infectious enthusiasm for photography. Thanks to the committee members, Jim Love, Anna Yaniak, Donna Colleen, Fiona Anderson, Ian Spence, Vicky Hyduke, Pierre Vito and Mark Lawrence for the many hours of service to the club and for the valuable suggestions for making the club run so smoothly. Special thanks are due to Sue Welch for the many hours and indeed days she has spent in the collation of our monthly competition entries and preparing them for presentation to the judges and for viewing at our meetings. Sue has served our club in this role for many years and has decided that she would like to hand the task over to another member. She deserves our heartfelt thanks. This is our third AGM to be held at the St. John's Anglican Church. The venue has again proved to be a splendid location for our meetings, and we thank the church and its staff for the professional and friendly way they have interacted with our club. Our most sincere thanks must go to the only member who can again honestly say that he has attended each and every one of our meetings, courses and subgroup events. may I express our appreciation to Bruce Williams for his tireless support to our meetings and the grace with which he puts up with our indiscretions, such as meeting time overruns and last-minute rescheduling of additional meetings. The activities of 2016 have again demonstrated the collegiate nature of our club, which makes it a place not only for improving our photographic skills, but also a place to have fun in a supportive, like-minded community. So thanks are due to all of our members for making this club such an enjoyable environment to practice our love of photography. Thank you.